The Influence Tribe, episode number 29.
The only easy day was yesterday, and just always pushing yourself every single day, just harder and harder, so that when you look back, it's like, okay, yeah, compared to today, yeah, yesterday was easy. And just to be able to do that again and again, day after day, that's how you know that you're always going to be moving forward in your business.
Hey, Influence Tribe. Now, you can take away every tool in my business, but the one thing I can't live without is my email list. Aweber is the #1 trusted autoresponder for over 120,000 small business, network, internet, and affiliate marketers. Now, right now, you have the opportunity to try out your first month for free. Just go to theinfluencetribe.net, click on the Aweber banner to get started today. Get your prospects to know, like, and trust you with the best autoresponder out there. Head on over to theinfluencetribe.net today and click on the banner to claim your first month for free.
If you want success in internet marketing, you just have to follow what real internet marketers do.
Now, what do I have to do to get you into this website today?
Right here, you're going to learn strategies, tips, and inspiring stories from up-and-coming internet marketers and current rock stars. Welcome to the Influence Tribe, presented by your hosts, Miguel Fuentes and Scott Lindstrom.
Nice, huh?
Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Thursday. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Influence Tribe. We appreciate you coming on tonight. If you happen to be going ahead and viewing this on our website at theinfluencetribe.com, we want to welcome you, and we want to welcome all of our listeners out there that's out there on the Influence Tribe listening to the podcast. If you are getting value from this, be sure to like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. I'm so excited tonight because we have none other than a real rock star marketer. Not only has he worked his way up through the ranks and is on the leaderboards, on wake-up calls, and providing extreme value to the community that we're a part of. But I just am so glad that we were the actual first people that were actually there when he actually announced that he was actually leaving his full-time job to be able to be at home with his family. We're really excited tonight to have a real great marketer on tonight. But before I do, I just got to ask, Todd, are you ready to become a massive influencer tonight?
I'm always ready.
Awesome. You know, this gentleman, he was born out of San Diego. He currently lives at his house in Oklahoma. He started way back in his business back in 2014, and he found MLSP just a year later. He loves working with the community and helping everybody, and it's been a really big honor for him to be part of the MMT Club, which is a mastermind team. You know, he's just getting a ton of traffic right now through his blog and through Twitter, so we look forward to going ahead and finding out a little bit more about that. So before we go into tonight's episode, I want to go ahead and turn this over to Miguel, who's going to tell you who we are and how you can be a part of this community called the Influence Tribe. So Miguel, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you for that introduction. Guys, like Scott, I'm super excited to be here tonight. We have Todd Getts on with us. He is a certified coach, which I always have lots of questions for coaches because I feel like coaching is one of the most valuable skills you can have, especially in network marketing, online marketing. It's very, very important. So I can't wait to ask him some questions about that and life. But before I ask him to come out and share his story, because I know he has a great story of how he got to where he is today, I want to say congratulations, Todd, for hitting one of the ultimate goals, to have that choice, the choice to live your life the way that you want to live it, to be able to choose how you spend your time every single day. It is one of the pinnacle moments in the home business industry for sure. So congrats on that. And for everybody that's listening and is here with us tonight, thank you so much for being here. You're watching this on the influencetribe.com. Make sure that you click the big yellow button on the side of the page that says, yes, I am ready to get started. I'm ready to move forward in my business with a coach that can teach me and help me move forward. Click that button, get back to the person that invited you here, and we can't wait to work with you. Todd, please come out and share your story, please, first of all. And please include all the details of what it was like to fire your boss.
Oh, right. You want me to start from the very beginning, like from when we got started?
Whatever appeals to you. I mean, how about what is most significant in your journey so far?
Oh man, well, definitely the coaching. Like you mentioned, the coaching is such an important part of getting to where we're at right now in the amount of time that we've done it. We could have skipped the coaching, saved ourselves a couple $1,000s, but it would have taken us years longer to get where we are right now. It compressed that timeline by so much, just by being able to get that direct guidance from someone who's been there, someone who's done that, someone who's built their business the way that we want to build our business, without having to chase people around the mall, without having to bug your family and friends and, get blocked and muted online. It just compressed that timeline so much, learning how to generate leads, learning about copywriting, learning about how to create a sales funnel, creating your own lead magnets, building a blog, providing value to an audience, growing an audience, engaging the audience, telling the audience, all that stuff that, we're constantly getting exposed to in MLSP. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but the thing is, when we started this back in, when did we join? 2015, late August 2015. When we first joined MLSP, it was like a foreign language. At the time, we knew that we had to learn some skills in order to be a success in our network marketing business, because we had, spent a whole year trying our hardest to make it work. We had done all of the, cold market prospecting, cold calling professionals, did that whole thing for a while, doing purchase leads, spent thousands of dollars on purchase leads, bought thousands and like $8,000 worth of training, along with a couple $1,000s worth of purchase leads, plus all the time and the auto ships that you're spending money on, and you're just dumping money into a business that isn't producing anything for you, and you're just loading up your house with product that you're not even using just because you want to stay qualified for commissions, but you're not making commissions. And it's just it's that whole situation that people get in. And at the end of the day, you look at yourself, for us it was a year later, and we're looking at ourselves and our pile of stuff, and we're like, there's got to be some way to do this, because we see the people up on stage going up there and they're telling us their story, and we're like, that guy is no better looking than me. He's no smarter than me. Why is he up there, and why am I sitting here? This is like the third, fourth, fifth event now, and every time I promise myself, we're going to be up there next time. And every time, here we are, and there's everybody else, right? And so we're like, well, there's got to be a way to do it. It can't just be dumb luck. Cannot just be dumb luck, right? And so we started to buy books, and so we bought Go Pro by Eric Worre. We bought Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. Those are my two favorite network marketing books. Bought a bunch of others after that. But it was that Go Pro book by Eric Worre that kind of led me to his website, and he's got all these interviews of all these success stories, and one of those was Ray Higdon. So I got, oh, who's this Ray Higdon guy? Oh, that's so cool. 20, go for no, 20 no's a day. Yeah, let's try that. So that's how we got started with cold market prospecting, and it just wasn't the way we wanted to build our business. For one, it kind of worked, but not really. It was just not as leveraged as what we wanted. But eventually, we went from Ray Higdon, and then from Ray Higdon, we found Cesar Rodriguez online. From Cesar Rodriguez, we found Tanya Eliza. From Tanya Eliza was promoting one of Adam Chandler's launches for one of his products. And that was his List Leverage 2.0. Right? And in that course, Adam teaches you how to basically generate leads by placing ads online, whether it's Facebook ads, Twitter ads, solo ads, all different sorts of ads. And so we're like, oh, that would be perfect. We've got the funds to be able to do that. I had a good corporate job. We could do this, but I'm not exactly sure. Like I see how it worked for him. I don't know how it's going to work for us, right? Because making that jump from placing ads on Facebook for an affiliate offer is much different from a network marketing opportunity, right? So I filled out a contact form on his page that says work with me. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to work with him, but I want to ask him questions. So I just filled it out, and I'm like, okay, let's see if he calls me. A couple of days later, he calls me. We have a good discussion. We decide to hire him as a coach. And so we hire him as a coach. And the first thing he says is, okay, so you need capture pages, you need lead magnets, you need all this, he starts listing out everything in order to generate leads before we can actually, run an ad. So we're adding all this stuff up, and like, this is hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. So what do you use? And he's like, you should probably just sign up for MLSP. I'm like, what's that? It's like, here, I'll send you a link. Just check it out. And like, I watched a video. I was like, whatever this is, I don't know, but I'll do it. Adam said to do it, so I'll do it. And so there was an option for a monthly trial, and then there was an offer for the annual membership. I'm like, well, save 2 months worth of membership fees if you go for the annual. I was like, well, I'm in this for the long haul. He says to do this, I'm going to do it. I'm committing to it. Let's do the annual membership. So we've been on the annual membership ever since. Never looked back. we got into the system, didn't even know where to click, didn't know what to do. And so, Adam kind of took us through the system, said, okay, watch this first and watch this. And yeah, just one thing led to another. And slowly, going through the training, we started to get it, right? We started to understand, oh, this is what attraction marketing is. This is what a sales funnel is. This is what a lead magnet is. All these terms that were so foreign to us, we started learning about, just delving more and more into the training, and just really embraced it. Embraced it as much as we could, just took in everything we could, started building a blog. The very first thing we tried to do was Facebook ads. Got my account shut down within 2 days. I think what is it? I like the number of impressions that our ad got was like in the teens, and that was it.
Wow.
And they just put the slap down on us, and account was shut down. And I kind of told that story during the last wake up call about, I just panicked, right? Because Adam told us, yeah, this is a place, Facebook ads is a place to be. This is what's hot right now. This is, if you really want to scale up your business, build it fast, this is what you need to do. And it's like, it got shut down like day 2. And so I panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, my business is over. They're not giving my account back. I don't know what to do. And it's like, don't worry about it. Just try some Twitter ads now, and I'll show you how to get your Facebook ads account back, later. So, we just got into some more training, kept building our blog, and just stayed consistent with it. Always learning something new, but sticking with our blog, and then just driving traffic to that. So that's kind of where I know I skipped a lot of stuff before that and some stuff in the middle, but that's kind of the more interesting things that have led us here.
What was it like to fire your boss? I'm insanely curious, just because, like I mentioned before, it's a huge pinnacle moment for any network marketer to transition into that freedom lifestyle. How was it for you?
I worked as an independent consultant. I'm an IT consultant, so I work on contract anyways. So this last contract I was on, I was going back and forth to Atlanta, Georgia, and I'd been there for about a year. And the things, I really liked it. I like the work that I do. It's always interesting. It's engaging. It's challenging, and it obviously paid really well. And this specific contract that I was on, it was a great contract. I love the people I worked with. My boss was great. I was there by choice. And so, but it just got to the point where, we were looking at how much we were making with our online business and how much I was making with as a consultant. It's like, well, yeah, it's nice to have the extra money, but I don't need it anymore. And the whole reason why we were doing this in the first place was so I didn't have to travel, because I'm gone every single week, right? I leave for the airport on Sunday afternoon, and then I'm working 10-hour days until Thursday night. And I get home at about 7, 8 p.m. Thursday night. I get 2 full days at home and then half a day on Sunday, and I got to go do it all over again. And, just been doing that week after week. I've been doing that for, since like 2010. We've been doing that. You get used to it. I don't really like to travel, but the money is great. But I just didn't need it anymore. And with a son and with a wife and everything else I wanted to do in life, why? why waste my life working for someone else when I don't have to do it? Because of the money? Well, I don't need the money anymore. And what I was after was the time. And so it's like, well, it got to the point, because I work in 3 to 6 month contracts. So the end of my contract was coming up, and they asked me if I wanted to renew for another 6 months. I was like, I love working here, but no, I'm retiring. And I don't ever say that I fire my boss, because, like I said, I like my boss, but I did retire. So that's kind of how it went, and it was good. And they said, if you ever want to come back, just let us know.
We talked about coaching briefly here at the top. What are maybe 2 or 3 things that you consistently give as advice to new marketers?
Like brand new to network marketing, or brand new to coaching, or?
I'm going to say internet marketing, like your MLSP team.
Okay.
What are like maybe 2 or 3 things that you're consistently telling them? Because I know as a coach, you must be repeating yourself over the same topics at times. So I'm kind of curious what those same topics are and how you handle them.
Right. So the very first thing that we very thoroughly go over with all of our new MLSP members, and especially our coaching clients, is your branding, right? How are you branding yourself? Who is your avatar? Who is your target market? We really get specific in how we identify them. Okay. It's not enough to say, well, I want to help struggling network marketers. Well, yeah, so does everybody else. That's what Ray Higdon does. And if that's all you're going after, you're just going to be a lame Ray Higdon. so you don't want to do that, right? You want to get more specific. For example, like one of our latest coaching clients, a former real estate agent or real estate manages like the real estate office. That's what he did. And he had kind of retired from that. His thing was that he wanted to specifically speak to self-employed individuals, right? So it's people who are like in self-employed type of work. So real estate agents, mortgage brokers, those type of people who already have a sense of that you have to find your own business, that you have to, work for your commissions and things like that. Because that's what he did managing a real estate office. Whenever a new realtor would come in, he'd have to coach them and say, okay, this is not a job, this is your business. And this is what you need to do to get started. Most likely you're not going to make it unless you do this and this and this and this, right? So he's teaching people how to be successful as a realtor. And the thing is, he would tell me he knew that most of the people that walked through the door wanting to be a real estate agent just weren't going to make it. He would be very firm with them, just tell them exactly what they need to do, because if he knew that if he gave them any fluff and say, oh, good job, you're doing great, when they really weren't, that wasn't going to help them. Right. And so, he said, that's the type of people I want to help. Those are the type of people that I really want to open their eyes, how they can really not only just help, what they're currently doing with online marketing, but also open their eyes to additional streams of income through network marketing and affiliate marketing. So we said, okay, perfect. So this is exactly who we want to target. The other part of that is coming up with your tagline, right? Exactly. And this is something that can evolve, right? So just actually a couple of days ago, Leah and I completed a major overhaul of our website and our brand and everything. So we've got a new tagline and everything. For this guy specifically, I forget exactly what it was. Something like helping self-employed professionals. So we come up with a very specific tagline that you can put on a banner and on a website and kind of brand yourself with. And your branding is much more than just your imagery. It's much more than just a banner. So, but that's part of it. So we tell them to get professional graphics done, right? Because you don't want to, like I always say, you don't want to look like that van down by the river that has spray painted on it, free candy, right? It doesn't look legit. You want to have professional graphics done, because if you're saying, I help people to be successful, you got to look the part. so we always tell them get professional graphics done. It costs as little as $5 on Fiverr, but obviously you're going to get what you pay for. So go somewhere that's going to $25-$30 is fine. But yeah, that's the very first thing that we go through, and we usually spend the whole first coaching session on that. We usually spend at least an hour and a half sometimes going through that, and really just drilling down specifically on who their target market is and how they're going to help them, and then come up with with that avatar, so that anytime they write a blog post, they create a video, anytime they create any type of content, that's who you're speaking to. Like the stories that you tell, some of the language that you use. Like for me and Leah, we're speaking to people like us, young professional couples with young families. Whenever we talk about your family, we always kind of make the assumption that you have children, because that's our target market. Even if you don't have, and like they say, people are afraid of doing that because they're afraid of repelling people, right? So they want to reach as broad of an audience as possible. The problem with that is, and I know you've heard this, but in order to attract, you have to be willing to repel. If you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. That's the very first principle and concept that we lay down, and the very first exercise we go through. It usually takes an hour and a half to do, but once we get that, you're very clear on how you're branding yourself, on who you're speaking to, and the direction that you're going to go with your business. So that's the very first thing that we do with all of our coaching clients. Like I said, it really just lays a clear path for you going forward on exactly what content you're going to create. And especially like when you start doing keyword research, right? Finding out what your target market is searching for.
Do you find it valuable to teach people to prospect immediately, just so they can start getting results, or do you recommend they go with content marketing like right out of the gate?
Both. I mean, it depends. I'll usually ask the question, how fast do you want results? And if they say, I want results right now, well, then you need to prospect. Okay. If you're okay with not getting any signups for 3 to 6 months, maybe even a year, then yeah, let's just create content. But if you want results right now, you got to learn how to prospect. That's actually one of the things that we're working on right now, because we don't have a paid product yet. Okay, we're trying to figure out exactly what's going to be our first big project that we're actually going to market that people have to pay for, and it's probably going to be along the lines of how to launch your network marketing business online. You can find all types of training on there on how to prospect people. You can find all types of training on how to generate leads and how to recruit people and this and that, right? And I went through this, a couple of years ago before we got started with MLSP, and you get really excited about, all right, got to launch your business, got to recruit all these people up front, and then recruit through them and build your team and do your blitz calls and everything else like that. The problem is, how do you find those 20 people to begin with? Most people have burnt through their warm markets, and that's the problem they have is, well, this would be great, but I don't have 20 people. Who has 20 people that they can recruit in 1 month? If you start with content marketing, if you start with, that type of lead generation, it takes months and months and months to see results from that. The other thing you can do is prospecting. The thing is, prospecting is very just labor intensive, and you can prospect people all day. You might only get 10 leads in a week, one sign up in a week, from 8 hours a day of prospect. What we really want to do is put together a course of how do you actually launch a network marketing business, get 25 to 50 signups in a matter of 1 to 2 weeks so that you can actually launch your business online. And that's something that we've recently been able to do. We really want to be able to not just put the training course together, but we're also wanting to put a back end offer on that, on actually mentoring a group of people through that launch. And we're thinking we'll do this twice a year. And I'm probably spilling the beans on things I shouldn't be right now, but like the big vision is being able to do this twice a year and take a group of 50 to 100 people twice a year and just mentor them through a 90-day launch online like that, and be able to get just major results, major momentum right from the get-go with their network marketing business, and be able to do it online. So that's kind of the big vision. I probably shouldn't have told you that, but I did. I don't know, because I'm so excited about it. But
Awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of the direction we're going right now with what we're doing. So
you heard it here first, folks. Talk to us a little bit about vision casting, Todd. How do I develop a vision that works? How do I have a plan that goes from A to B? Because we talk about that a lot. We always talk about, you got to have a vision. You got to know where you're going. But what are the steps that you actually do to get there?
When we call up, someone they watch a video online, they opt into one of our offers, and we call them up and we get them on the phone. First thing we'll ask them is, okay, so what is it that you're marketing, right? And so they'll say, oh, I'm in this company, or I'm doing this or that, right? And so we'll say, okay, great. What was your goal for that? What convinced you to join? And so they say, oh, it was a great product, or it was, the compensation plan, or my friend asked me and it seemed like a good thing to do, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, perfect, great. So that's why you joined. Now, what is your goal for your business? What is that you want to accomplish with it? Do you just want to make some extra income, or is this something that you really want to be able to retire your spouse, really give up a 6 or 7 figure income with? Some people, they're honest. They say, I just want some extra spending money, $500 to $1,000 a month to be great. Other people, a lot more people are like, I saw the possibilities that I could accomplish with this opportunity, and I see people making $100,000 and more and that's really what I want to be able to get to. I want to be able to, like you said, fire my boss, retire from my job, and just have that life of freedom. I want to, put my kids in a better school. And so we get very specific like that. Okay, it's great. So what does that look like for you, right? What does that look like for you? What are you going to do once you reach there, right? So we get very specific on what that vision is. And once they get there, you don't want to be like a dog who's chasing a car, and they finally catch they finally get the tire. It's like, well, what do I do with it, right? So when you get there, exactly what does that look like? What does it look like for you? What is your life going to look like? Oh, we'll be taking vacations at Disneyland. We'll be moving on the right side of the train tracks instead of the wrong side of the tracks, like we are now. My husband will finally be able to retire from his job, and because it's very labor intensive, and he's got a bad back, and his health is not that great. So I want and so we get into all that stuff, and then from there we just kind of develop a path for it. Exactly what's going to help them out the most. It might be MLSP. Most of the time it's MLSP. And so we also get into like what's holding you back, right? Why haven't you been able to accomplish that yet? Okay, what are the problems that you're facing? And so let's say, well, yeah, I kind of talked to my family and friends. They all said no. My husband is really, stopped being supportive of this because he thinks that we're just wasting money on it. I've asked my upline for help, and all they've said is, just revisit your warm market. But I don't want to bother them again because they've already said no, and I haven't had any market success. And now I'm just, I don't want to go back to them without having any results. I just know they're going to say no again, blah, 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 blah. And so sometimes we'll just be flat out and ask, well, do you even, is this even a product that you believe in anymore? Is this an opportunity you believe in anymore? If they say, yeah, I really love it. I really believe in this. And then that they're not moving from it, right? They're not open to joining something else, even though it may be a better opportunity. They're not at that point yet. So what we do is we say, okay, well, your best chance for hope with this opportunity is to actually learn some skills and learn how to market online. And the best place to do that is going to be MLSP. We don't actually come on and say, oh, MLSP, go Google it, right? We say, if we could show you a way where you can actually, generate some leads online and start to build a large audience and have people actually asking you to join your opportunity rather than you have to go chase them, and basically market the same way that we market, is that something you'd be open to taking a look at? They'll say, yeah, right. So then we just send them to our our video and we say exactly, when are you going to be able to watch this? We give time, do that whole follow-up process. We close a lot of sales like that into MLSP, help a lot of people. And then from MLSP, sometimes they decide to join us in our MLM. Other times they just want to stick with what they're doing and they're successful with that. And that's great. But the more you just focus on helping people where they're at, see what they're open to, see where they want to go, and just give them as much value as they can, meet them where they're at, just help them where they're at rather than try to force them into your MLM or try to force them wherever you want to make a sale. The better off you're going to be. Because as soon as you try to force people where they don't want to go, that's when you lose sales. That's when you lose signups. That's when your brand suffers because people just start labeling you as, he's just looking to get you into his MLM. That's all he's trying to do. He's just trying to make a sale, right? That's not good. So all you want to do is help people as much as you can. Sometimes it's even personal coaching. Maybe they're already in MLSP. Maybe they're already in another marketing system that they use, and they're happy where they're at. They're just needing some of that personal hand holding and attention, and they really need that clear direction of where to go. So a lot of times it's personal coaching as well. Sometimes we run across people where you talk to them and you just know that wherever they spend their money, it's not going to be money well spent right now. So then we say, okay, well, based on where you're at, I think the best thing for you to do is just to go through this training right here. It's social media domination. It's a free course. All you got to do is just pop in your name and email, and that's all it is. And they can stay on our email list. Maybe somewhere down the road, they'll be in a better position where, maybe they get it. Maybe it's their mindset has changed a little bit. But yeah, we're always just trying to help people. It doesn't always mean that we have to make a sale out of it somewhere.
We're going to get right back to our show. But first, just a quick important announcement.
Hey, what's going on, Influence Tribe? Do you want 2017 to be the game changer in your business? Then you need to attend this event called Live the Dream in Austin, Texas on August 11th through the 13th. This is an awesome 3-day event where you can learn from multiple 6- and 7-figure income earners. It's very simple. Just head on over to ltd.theinfluencetribe.net. That's ltd.theinfluencetribe.net.
Are you getting tons of value? Yeah! See, we told you. Be sure to head over to iTunes to like and subscribe. The Influence Tribe.
So in the beginning, we all struggle. What is something that you had to overcome early in your business to succeed?
Wanting to do it. When we first got signed up, basically what happened is a friend of ours, a family friend, sent us an email just out of nowhere with this link. And the title of the subject line of the email just said, "Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. You have to check it out." Something to that effect. And it was all in caps. And we looked at it. It was so out of character for her to send us something like this. And we looked at it and was like, I think someone hacked into our email. I think this is a scam. I don't think we should click on this. And what it was a link to a presentation for a network marketing opportunity. And so we actually call her up and we say, I think someone hacked into your email. They're sending us the spam. And she's like, no, that was me. This is so great. And, she's just all over the wall excited. Something like I said, totally out of character. And we was like, oh, I don't know what happened to her, but this is not right. We'll check it out and we'll see if we can straighten her out, right? So we looked at the video and it was like, yeah, this is one of those scams. It's one of those pyramid things and don't want anything to do with it. I didn't even sit through the presentation. I was on the couch watching TV and my wife was sitting at the kitchen table with her, and just out of pity, she decided to buy some products. And I was like, okay, just spend whatever, she's a friend, we'll just buy it. The thing is, we bought the products and we used them. And the thing is, we had some good testimonials from it. We had a great, it really improved some health issues that we were working through. So like, oh my gosh, this stuff actually works. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's keep buying it. And my wife was like, no, we should sell this. I'm like, no. I don't. That no one's going to want to do this with us. We didn't even want to do this. You saw how hard it was. We're never going to be able to convince anybody to buy this stuff. Leah said yes. I said no. So we compromised and we bought 2 positions at $2,000 each. So we had 2 positions in this company, and Leah just all by herself just kind of started just hitting every single friend she had in Facebook and just calling them up and, sending them the videos and doing the whole presentation. And she would be at the kitchen table. I'd be on the couch and I'd be listening to her and I'd be listening to the conversations and how they'd go. And she'd be following the directions, the training that the company told you to do. And okay, do the presentation, do the connect call, do this and that. And I would listen to the things that she would say. I'm like, don't say that. No, that's, I was to myself, I'm not saying this out loud because I value my health. But so she'd be saying these things and she'd get to the end and she'd her line to close people to get them to join the business was, okay, so do you want to sell? And I'm like, why would you say that? Nobody wants to sell. Nobody wants to be, a pushy salesperson. Nobody wants to do that. You gotta, and so I'd be sitting there getting all upset, and I think, okay, I got to show her how to do this right, because we put $4,000 into this thing. She's never gonna learn this on her own. So I got to do it for her, right? It's a typical man thing. Got to mansplain it to her. So that's when I started buying the books online, and that's when I bought GoPro and Business of the 21st Century and things like that. And I knew that she wasn't going to read them, so I read them myself. And so I'd read through them and I said, okay, so this is what she needs to do. This is what she needs to do. And so I thought I would just tell her what she needed to do and she'd do it. So that was GoPro. And then the second book I read was Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. I read that book, and all of a sudden it was like, oh my gosh, I get it now. I get why we need to do this. This is our ticket to financial freedom. This is why I won't have to travel anymore. This could be the answer to everything that we want to do. I better tell Leah how to do this right, because she's never going to succeed without knowing the stuff that I learned. So I go to her and we have this big discussion. We're like, Leah, we need to do this professionally. We need to become professionals at this. We can't, you can't ask people if they want to sell. You got to do it right. You got to use these closing lines that they have in this book and blah, 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 right? We really start getting serious about this, and I get involved, right? Because I'm all excited now. Kind of long story short, the more and more we get into all this training material and all that, the more serious we get about it, we still don't have results. And, the more training programs that we buy and we still don't have results, the more people we see going up on stage, and we knew that we should be up there, but for some reason we weren't. And we were just determined to be able to succeed. And that's what kind of led us to Ray Higdon and Cesar Rodriguez, Tanya Eliza, Adam Chandler, MLSP, and here we are. So that's kind of long story short, but that's kind of how it all started. But yeah, I was just getting over the fact that I didn't want to do it in the first place. That was a big hurdle all in itself.
Can you go ahead and tell us what is one of your proudest moments in your network marketing business or your primary business that you've achieved?
Definitely being able to successfully do a launch and recruit 26 people in 1 week. That was definitely an accomplishment for us because like I said, we've been able to generate leads. We've been able to recruit people. We can go slow and steady with it, and we can recruit, as much as one person a day. Okay. And so at the end of the month, we've recruited between 20 and 30 people, and it's a good month, and we've got some good things going on. What we really wanted to learn how to do was to get the big time momentum going. That we see, like the top earners, people making 7 figures in less than a year. That type of momentum in your business. It took us a while because here's the thing: we've met a lot of top earners in the internet marketing industry. One of the things that we found out that we didn't really know right away was that a lot of them don't even build network marketing businesses anymore, basically because you have to rely on the production of others. And doing that takes a lot of work, and it's slow. And it's much easier just to find a profitable affiliate marketing offer that you can market, and you can easily make multiple 6 figures a year just by doing that. Thing is, it's not residual. You have to keep working for it. But the plus side is that it's all based on your own production, and you have much more profit on the front end rather than have to wait for a team to get going and make that residual income. And so what happens is that a lot of these top internet marketers, they make so much money with affiliate offers and with their own marketing products, they just decide for themselves that it's just not even worth doing network marketing, because I can live very comfortably just doing this. And we could easily do that for ourselves. That affiliate marketing is part of, a big part of the reason why I'm able to retire from my job when I did, because our network marketing business wasn't, it was only bringing in, it was about 50-50 the amount of income we were bringing in from affiliate marketing and network marketing, right? But the thing is, we didn't want to go down that route. Okay, we didn't want to become people who just are making our income off of affiliate marketing and marketing our own products, because we want to, the whole reason we got into this was because, we wanted to build a network marketing business. And the way we market ourselves is people who can help others, help network marketers build a network marketing business. Found it so ironic. We were starting to go down this path of, well, we're helping network marketers to build a network marketing business, but we're not even doing network marketing anymore. We're just doing affiliate marketing. And so we made a decision just to find an opportunity that we could really run with and call home, and then just really focus on figuring out how to do a big launch online and do it through online marketing, and really just merge the two together. And so that's kind of when we put together a game plan, just figured out exactly what we needed to do, just planned it out really, really methodically, and then set everything up the way we needed to set it up, and just hit go. Very successful with it, 26 people in 1 week. And then, being able to recruit, rather than recruiting wide, being able to recruit deep. and really build a residual income rather than recruiting a team of 26 people or 50 people within a month and then have them all fizzle out.
We're going to make the top 200 list of top.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's that's the other thing. How is it work from home? I forget the accent. Businessforhome.com. They keep that list of the top 200 earners in the industry. Like our big goal is to actually get on that list. I guess I'm stating it here. My wife told me to say it, so that's what I'm saying. Because those are people who are actually making that income from network marketing, right? And so that's really where we want to be, so that we can actually help people build a good residual income with network marketing rather than have to rely on affiliate marketing or anything else like that. So.
Folks, for everybody that's out there, you can also see episode number 22, where you can actually see Leah Ray Getts, the other half of the Getts duo. Todd, can you give us one or two of your favorite quotes that you have?
I will either find a way or I'll make a way. Number one, I'll either find a way or I will make a way. Because that's really what got us where we are right now. We had gone through so many training courses that just weren't working for us. I mean, part of it was us. We didn't have the right mindset. We weren't in a place that the training was going to work for us. It wasn't the training itself. Through that personal development, I mean, we just knew that we one way or the other, we're going to make this work. And if someone could show us this way, if someone hadn't made a path for us already, then we were going to do it ourselves. I mean, and that's the mentality that has gotten us to where we are right now. We either find a way or we'll make a way. During the last wake up call I was talking about, be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's one that the Navy SEALs have that I've always loved. But when I was kind of doing my research on the background of that saying that the Navy SEALs had, I learned about another one that they have that is so cool, and that is that the only easy day was yesterday. And to think about that, and just to think about, oh man, those guys are so just badass. I love it. But the only easy day was yesterday, and just always pushing yourself every single day, just harder and harder, so that when you look back, it's like, okay, yeah, compared to today, yeah, yesterday was easy. And just to be able to do that again and again, day after day, that's how you know that you're always going to be moving forward in your business. So I guess that's one of the most recent ones that I found that I just love. The only easy day was yesterday.
Give us one habit that's helped you become successful in your business.
I come from a background part of my background is in project management. I've been able to take a lot of the principles, a lot of things that I've learned from the project management profession and translate them over to what we do in network marketing. It's nothing new. I mean, there's people who are preaching this before I came into here, right? But the thing is, I'm able to relate it to what I've done in network marketing, so it's easy for me to relate to when I can do that, right? And so one of the things in project management that we do is that when you're starting a new project, one of the first things you need to establish is, what does success look like for this project? Okay, after we've implemented whatever and we're 6 months out, what does success look like? What is this new system, or what is this new thing that we're doing meant to accomplish? Okay, and so in order to do that, we need to take a baseline. Okay, so we need to be able to measure something that we're doing right now. And then 6 months from now, after we have implemented whatever we're doing, be able to measure that same thing and see whether it's improved or not.
Todd, can you go ahead and give us one or two of your favorite books that you would recommend that you've read in the last 6 months?
Number one would be The Like Switch by, I forget, something Schaefer. But The Like Switch is a really neat book. It's about a former FBI agent whose job was to recruit foreign diplomats to spy on their countries for the United States. The very same thing they do to recruit spies for the FBI is what we do to recruit, as attraction marketers, the same thing that we do to recruit people into, whatever it is that we're doing. So
that's actually how I became a part of the system. I literally had found somebody, and I was like, okay, I'm going to opt in again, but I'm going to put my phone number. He's actually going to call me. And I knew when he called exactly who he was, what we were going to talk about it. I was like, I'm already 90% in.
Hey, Todd, share with us in a moment in your business where you were struggling, and then all of a sudden you had that aha moment. The light bulb went off. You finally, the clarity was there, and you were able to see exactly in your business, wow, this is the breakthrough moment.
I guess the one big one would have been when we went through Adam Chandler's course, so the List Leverage 2.0. And it really just opened our eyes to what was possible with our business, and really gave us a lot of hope as to, that this could be it. This is what finally is going to work for us, right? Being able to market online. And so just going through that training course, and here's the thing. I mean, we went through that training course, and we bought every other single training course that Adam had. Then we hired him as a coach, and then we joined him in MLSP. And then we joined some other things that he was doing and promoted those with him as well. And so, I mean, just from that, just from that one little training course, I mean, and that's the thing. That's what happens when you're consistent with this and when you put value out there, right? I mean, all Adam did was create a simple training course that taught people how he had become successful. But yeah, going through that training course, that's just like Miguel said, and that's attraction marketing in a nutshell. You know, people find you, they find value in what you do, and they just keep investing you over and over. And they love doing it. They want to do it because they want to join you because of the value that you provided to them. And so that's exactly how we got into this. That's exactly how, why people want to join us as well. So
guys, if you're watching this right now on the influencetribe.com, make sure that you click that big yellow button off to the side of the page that says, yes, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start using attraction marketing to build my business. Click that link, fill out the form, and get back with the person who invited you, and we will be more than happy to help you move forward in your business. As always, Todd, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. I'm so grateful. You've just brought so much knowledge to the table here tonight, and I really appreciate it.
Todd, this is the $1 million question. You ready for this?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here it is. You've lost all your income, but you have all the knowledge that you currently possess. If you had to start all over again, what would you do in your business to start getting immediate results?
Prospecting. I mean, that's the thing. If you know how to prospect people, I mean, that's the ones, whether it's online or offline. If you know how to prospect people, like, it's not the most leveraged thing, it's not the easiest thing to do, but that is like the one skill that if you learn as a network marketer, you'll be able to, you could get parachuted anywhere in the world, just dropped anywhere, and within 6 months, you'll have a 6-figure income if you know how to prospect people. Learning to generate leads online, yeah, very leveraged, but it takes time. Yeah, so if you need money right now, if you need to get immediate results, you need to learn how to prospect. Do
you have any final parting words for our audience, and how can they get in contact with you, Todd?
Yeah, you want to get in contact with us, it's just www.toddandleahrae.com, TODDANDLEAHRAE.com. Parting words, I would just say, if you're stuck in your business, your upline hasn't been able to help you, you've kind of run through your warm market, you're looking for the right training, for the right system, for the right whatever, you got to ask yourself, how serious are you? Because if you're serious about this, you got to check out what these guys are doing. It's the very same thing that they do is the very same thing that they do is the very same system that I tap into, is the very same system that almost every other successful network marketer online has used to build their businesses online. And if you want to be as successful as you can be, if you want to, really, this is the only way to be able to recruit people online. Okay, you can spam your link everywhere. You can, you can tell people about how great your opportunity is. The thing is, there's thousands and thousands of people doing it that way. Not a single one of them has successfully built their business that way. If you want to learn how to do this right, you're going to have to learn some skills. The one place to go to do this, the place where all the best marketers in the world go, is MLSP. Okay, so definitely connect up with these guys. They know what they're doing. We've had several interviews now. This is just, I love doing this with you guys. It's so cool, and we've met personally as well. Through events, and you guys get it. And I know that anyone who connects with you is definitely going to be in the right hands to be able to succeed in their business. So definitely, guys, just click that link, check out what they do. It could just change your life, because it definitely changed mine.
Thanks again, Todd, for coming on. You are definitely a massive influencer, so thank you for your time, and congratulations now that you get to go ahead and stay home now and do your business the way that so many other people want to do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys.
You are a product of the 5 closest people that you hang out with, and tonight you've been hanging out with Todd Getts. Todd, again, thank you, and everybody, good night. God bless.
Thank you for joining us today at the Influence Tribe. All right, here's what you got to do. Run, don't walk. Over to theinfluencetribe.net for recaps of every show, training, and helpful resources. Make no mistake, your internet marketing success is waiting for you. Head to the website and prepare yourself to become a massive influencer.